Hey there, tech fans. Rick here with a quick review of the Orei UHD-402 4 input, 1 output HDMI matrix. This product allows you to connect up to 4 different HDMI devices to 2 different monitors, and using the buttons on the top of the unit, you can send any of those inputs to either of those output monitors at any given time. You can also do it through the remote control. Now, as part of this review, I'd like to start with an unboxing of the product just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and that way you'll understand exactly what you get if you buy this product. And then I'll cover the features that the UHD-402 provides, because Orei's built a lot of really advanced technology into this matrix that provides a lot of benefits over many other products you may be considering. I'll also take a closer look at the unit and show you the connections and indicators so you understand how to use it. And then finally, I'll come back and point out a few things that I really like about this particular HDMI matrix that you can use to compare it to others you may be considering. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you open up the box, you'll find the UHD-402. You'll find a single DC 5-volt 1-amp power supply. You can plug this end into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a micro USB connection on it, which plugs into the back of the unit. Now, one advantage this unit has is the fact that it uses a micro USB connection and it's 5 volts, which means if you have a monitor or some other media equipment that has an available USB-A port on it, you can use a short USB-A to micro USB cable to plug this in and not have to worry about the power supply at all. Also in the kit, you'll find an infrared remote control. This is really handy for making your selections from a distance away. So if you set this up on your media center, you can use this remote control in your comfortable chair or sitting back on your couch. Also included is a full instruction manual that lists connection diagrams, specifications, a whole lot of other information that you'll need to understand in order to use this product correctly. So let's talk a little bit about the unit. Now, a matrix and a switch are two things that are very similar, but an HDMI switch essentially takes a grouping of inputs to a single output. What a matrix does is give you that same selection of inputs, but you have a choice of 2 different outputs. So in this case, it's a 4 input, 2 output device, which means you can connect up a DVD player, a game console, a computer to the inputs, and then connect 2 separate monitors to the outputs, and you can actually send the same input to both monitors at the same time, or different inputs to both of those monitors, completely up to you how you'd like to separate that. Another advantage this product has is it fully supports the ARC standard for HDMI. And that's important because if you're going to pass audio through an HDMI connection to a monitor or to a soundbar, having the ARC support is really important. Another big advantage of the UHD-402 is the fact that it's both HDMI 2.0 and Hdcp 2.2 compliant. The reason that's important is because HDMI 2.0 is one of the very latest standards for the HDMI interface, and that provides a lot of functionality in that latest generation of HDMI standards. Also, the Hdcp 2.2 is important because that controls copy protection. So if you're trying to play copy protected content through the matrix, having something that's certified against Hdcp 2.2 means you can play all of the modern media that you enjoy today. Now, if you stay tuned next, what I'll do is take a closer look at the unit, explain the connections and indicators, and then I'll come back really quickly at the end and point out a few things that really separate this particular product from a lot of other products you may be considering. The product features a high-impact plastic case, which makes it lightweight and very durable. On the bottom, you'll find 4 rubber feet that are great for keeping it in place when you set it down. It's also not going to scratch the surface. On the top, you'll find 2 selector buttons that control the outputs. On the front, you'll find input number 1. It's a standard HDMI port. That's where you'll connect up one of your media devices. And you'll see 2 sets of 4 LEDs for active A and active B. These buttons control which of those inputs is sent to that output. This button controls which of these inputs is sent to that output. On the rear of the units where you'll make all your connections, starting on the left, you'll find a DC power port right there. And that's for plugging in the included power supply. You'll plug that into a wall outlet. The micro USB connection plugs right in there. To the right of that are 2 more HDMI ports, output A and output B. These are where you'll connect your monitors. And then to the right of that are 3 more HDMI inputs, input number 2, number 3, and number 4. These connect up to whatever media devices you'd like to choose between to send to the outputs over here. If you're using ARC, you'll want to connect that device up here and connect the output device up here because input number 4 and output A are the 2 that are ARC enabled. And that's pretty much it for the unit. I hope that closer look was helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the Orei UHD-402 4-input, 2-output HDMI matrix with other products you may be considering. The first thing has to do with resolution. This product fully supports 4K ultra high definition media content at 60 frames a second. A lot of other products on the market may only support 4K at 30 frames a second or even 1080p content. So knowing you've got a product that adheres to the latest video standard of 4K at 60 frames a second means that you're compatible with all of your modern media equipment, and you know you'll get a full resolution of that content through the product to your output displays. Another important difference is the fact that the UHD-402 is both HDMI 2.0 and Hdcp 2.2 compliant. And the reason that's important is because the HDMI standard has gone through a lot of changes in recent years, and the latest version includes a lot of advanced functionality that you'll want to take advantage of. So knowing this product is HDMI 2.0 means that you can take advantage of all those features. The HDCP compliance is important as well because that controls copy protection, so knowing you're on the latest version of that means you can play a wider range of different media styles through the product and not have to worry about the copy protection. Another difference is the fact that this product fully supports ARC on the HDMI standard, and that's important because if you're trying to connect this up to a TV or a soundbar that are both ARC compliant, you can pass that ARC signal through here and easily deliver audio to a soundbar. I also like the fact that there are two ways I can control which of the inputs is sent to which of the outputs. I can use the buttons on the top of the unit, or I can use the included remote control. And the reason that's nice is because if this is on your desk, you can easily reach those buttons and make your selections. But if this is on your media center and you're sitting way across the room on a couch, having a remote control makes it incredibly easy for you to decide which of the inputs are sent to which of the outputs. And the last thing I'd like to mention is I like the fact that they're using a 5-volt power supply that's a standard DC power supply with a micro USB connection on the end, because even though I can use the power supply, knowing that I can use an available USB-A port on one of my media devices with a short cable with a micro USB plug on this end to power the unit means I won't have to worry if the power supply goes bad later on. Plus, if I've got an available USB-A port, I'll use the cable and not have to worry about trying to find another electrical outlet to plug this thing in. So all those things being equal, this is a really nice unit and I've been using it for quite some time. I like it an awful lot and I think you're going to like it as well. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and until next time, stay nerdy.